Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the 12th episode of Voices Unchained. Tuko live from Kangawa, and I'd like to welcome each and every one of you that is in here. We're also live on our Facebook page at Radio Domas FM. So Voices Unchained ni program ambayo ilikuja courtesy of Radio Domas FM together na Hivos East Africa, and it was basically aimed at giving you as a youth a chance to express your issues, talk to your leaders on matters that are of importance to you. Kwa hivyo karibuni sana to this episode, and on this episode we're going to talk about unemployment and how unemployment has contributed to the issues that are affecting the community today. Also, at the end of this show, we're going to talk ama tutakuwa tunazungumzia pia by the end of this show tutakuwa tunatafuta a solution. What shall we do? Ni nini ambao tutafanya? Because as much as we'll speak about the problems, I want us to get the solution from us. Nataka tupate solution kutoka kwa sisi ambao tuko hapa hivi siku ya leo. Kwa hivyo karibuni sana. First of all, I'll start by introducing my panelist. I have Mesha Kombati, who is the Shofco representative for Kajiado chapter, and is also a human rights defender. You're welcome. We can give him a round of applause. I also have Sophia Katampoi, who is an environmentalist. She runs a community-based organization called the Golden Age CBO, the ambayo inasaidia the elderly in the community. She is also a leader, a youth leader, and a former MCA aspirant in Ololo Ward in 2017 and 2022. Let's give her a round of applause. I also have Michael Ombea. Michael Ombea is a human rights defender working with Olepolo Social Justice Center. He is also the convener of Article 43 Kajiado chapter. Let's give him a round of applause. So mabibi na mabwana, tutakuwa tunarudi kwenu nyinyi for the open forum, and the first question ama the first discussion I want us to have, I want us to talk ama ningependa tuweze kuzungumza what is the current situation of unemployment. Inakuathiri vipi wewe kama kijana? How unemployment, how is the situation? How can you say the situation is? Do you have an employed? Have you ever tried to seek for employment? Do you have the skills? What is the situation? And how is it affecting you as a youth pale mtaani? So ladies and gentlemen, the open forum is open. The open forum is opened for you so that you can be able to answer the discussion. I don't know who would like to go first. Okay. I think we'll pass the microphone, please.
Bariano. Kwa majina ni Timothy aka Black People, and for me kukosa kazi inafanya inakuwa tricky kufollow dreams juu kufanya kila kitu inahitaji do, na once una kazi unajipata dreams ulikuwa nazo zinakuwa extended. Unajua ina take a longer time ku achieve kitu ungetake a very short time ku achieve. And still ningesema unapata uko na skills zinahitajika nini, unaenda ma interview na vitu kama hizo, but the one thing kila mtu anajua is at least unajua mtu. Hawezi amka tu ukambush mtu kwa ofisi yake na mjuani. Juu most application letters unapata gata hawasomaji, they still take from the same people. Unajua, and that's a recurring problem in the notice. Yes, thank you.
Okay, before you hand over the microphone, what are some way at a personal level? Maybe what were your dreams? Ulikuwa na dreams zako zilikuwa vipi gani zenye you think unemployment is shattering them down?
Unajua sasa mika Black People mimi ni rapper, producer, and hizo ni vitu zinahitaji very many resources. Juu for example lazima studio time, vitu kama kurecord video lazima uko at least na camera, na kama hauna hizo vitu ni at least kuwe na ndo kuable kuzilipia. Kuna vitu kama kumarket ngoma, kutafuta interview, hizo still ni vitu zinahitaji pesa. So ukijipata uko unemployed, ina take longer kuachieve hizi vitu.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope our panelists are taking notes from the discussion, because this is where we'll be building the discussion from. So anyone else that want to go next? A lady?
Okay, hi.
Hello.
My name is Nelly. Na ningependa kuongea about unemployment venye ina challenge watu in communities. I would like to say like being unemployed, like for young boys out here, you'll find that they resort to kuibia watu, they steal from others in order to survive because they don't have anywhere to get the money from. So unapata wanaenda wanapiga watu ngeta, and that's a challenge for the community. And also there unaweza pata they'll end up being killed because wameiba and watu wako na hiyo anga. So like mimi ningependa kusema unemployment may affect watu differently, and you can't survive without money and stuff, So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyone else?
Hi everyone.
Hello.
In the recent world, and we are experiencing a lot of deaths, especially young deaths. This is because of mostly it's employment. Like people don't have money, they are searching for jobs they're not getting, and someone results into depression. They go into depression because they don't have money. They are looking for jobs they can't find. They are looking for resources they can't find, and so you see that people will end up killing themselves because maybe they're at that point where they no longer want to beg people for help, and now death is the only solution, the nearest solution to them. So we find that the young people are dying out here. Yeah.
Okay, just before you hand over the microphone, I do think that unemployment is a major cause of maybe what do you call it, mental health situation in the country. What can you say about maybe can you tie unemployment with mental health?
You find that due to lack of employment, someone ends up staying at home. They are idle, just wako tu kwa mtaa. So now that they lack something to do, that is when they are idle, that is when sometimes the thought of them committing suicide comes in. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyone else mwenye angependa kuzungumzia? What can you say? Unaweza sema vipi about the unemployment situation right now? Just the microphone will be passed.
Kwa jina ni Dennis. Mimi napenda kuongelea kitu ambacho watu wengi tunahangaikia. Kuna vile tumepata shida fulani mtaani. Kwa mfano mtu amefiwa, unapata sasa watu wanahangaika tu, lakini umoja, tunakosa umoja. Hata government inatukosa umoja ya kusaidiana hiyo. Unapata tunahangaika sana, watu tunakuwa na shida mingi sana. So hiyo kitu ni kitu ambacho tunafaa sisi tuangalie sana. Unapata mtu mgonjwa, lakini unapata vingine vinaweza saidika na kuwa ngumu, inakuwa hard. Sasa inabidi watu mnaingia kuchanga hiyo kitu, inakuwa ngumu. Sasa unapata mkohani una hustle ndio at least mmeke kitu kwa sawa. Kitu kingine na support yenye hao wenzetu wamesema, kwa mfano vile jamaa amesema kuna vile wasanii wako lakini wanakosa nguvu ya kusaidika. Kijana ako sawa lakini anakosa nguvu ya kusaidika. So hiyo kitu ni kitu ya maana sana, tungefurahia tuongelee hiyo sana. Tusaidiane kama vijana, tujiinue yani.
Okay, shukran sana Dennis. Kama kuna mtu mwingine ambaye angependa kuzungumza, what is the current state of unemployment? Inakuwa affect aje kama wewe kama kijana? Anyone? Aha, pitisha microphone kule nyuma.
Good afternoon everyone.
Good afternoon.
Naitwa Austin. So from my view, okay, it's not my situation currently but my peers. So unakosa kazi maybe tuseme weekly, a wiki kona 7 days, umepata kazi 2 days. So kitu ya kwanza inakujaga ni stress. Kuna rent, kuna food and everything. So to kill the stress and everything, kitu una opt inakuwaga easy ni drugs cause zinakuzima kidogo for the time being, then utamka later utakupata mashida bado but inakusaidia at least nikaa kuvunja hiyo stress kidogo. Sometimes mtu unaweza ongelesha maybe hata kusaidia financially, ni advice na advice okay ni mzuri, itakusaidia ku keep up in life but inakuja okay nikaa hopes, unapewa hopes but bado una struggle, so ina lead to a lot of drug abuse. Watu wanatumia vitu zingine hadi hard kabisa, the hard drugs kabisa. Kuna friends unampata anaweza kusaidia kununua drugs ama kupea drugs but maybe kitu kama food ama financial aid hizi kusaidia, so saa zingine ina lead to a lot of drug abuse among the youths. Hata ndio ufanya the major cause of drug abuse among the youths. So unemployment ina cause a lot of drug abuse to escape from the stress.
Thank you so much, Austin. Austin, is it that is drugs cheaper than food ama?
Okay, haikuji kuwa cheap, but from maybe the example I gave, umepata 2 days ndio work per week, so kuna the little money you have. Ukipigia hesabu maybe utahepa landlord kidogo, so hiyo jioni landlord maybe si atakutafuta jioni, so you can go and hang out place kuna bar something, juwezi kaa nje hivyo.
Okay.
Ukifika huko, there's that one friend anakujua. Maybe alikuwa na pesa ya kutosha na extra kidogo, lazima atakupea kidogo, atakugawia, ni rafiki. Alafu pia hiyo stress yenye unapata like kesho nakula nini, nitalipa nyumba na nini, nitavaa nini, nitafua na nini, the necessities hivyo. So hiyo inakufanya okay to escape from the reality, una try to use drugs zikufunge. So unemployment inakosio juu si stable hivyo, like employment iko nini, so hivyo.
Okay, thank you so much, Austin. Thank you so much. The last person on this question, the current situation ya unemployment, na inakuathiri vipi wewe kama kijana ama pale mtaani? What can you say the situation is? Nyuma kabisa.
Ni aje? So my name's Ibrahim. Na to add on whatever Austin amekuwa akisema, it's not like food ni cheap kuliko drug ama nini. Most youths wanatumia drugs ku escape reality, na hizo drugs zenyewe most watu wanapata si hao wananunua, unaona, wanaenda wanapata mabeshte wanatumia. And also the reason why they use drugs is unapata mtu ako depressed, so wanaona akitumia drug hizo mashida zote zinatoka. So issue ya unemployment unapata, mimi nitasema kwanza ni especially hapo walikuwa wazee wetu hapa ndio wanachangia bana, kwa sababu hata sasa hii nimekuwa kwa mkutano juzi na wao manze, wamepanga kufukuza vijana huku kwa barabara, wao wenye wanauza hizi wanafanya biz hapa kwa barabara. So mimi nawauliza aje, yes it's against the constitution ama the law kufanya kazi hapo kwa walkways, si ndio? But ukiangalia Ngong
they have an alternative. There's a market there. Ukiangalia Bull kuna market. Why don't they give this our youths hapa hivi Ole Polos an alternative? Yes, tunawafukuza hapa, and then mfanyie biashara hapa hivi. Umeona? So unemployment ina lead. Sasa kama mimi kijana nikifukuzwa, hapo ndio nilikuwa na hustle, hapo ndio nilikuwa natoa do yangu hadi ya kusurvive. But sasa nikifukuzwa hapo, what do you think? Because I need to survive. Si ndio? I need to survive. What is my other option ya kupata hiyo do? Unaona? So itabidi niingie tu nijue vile na maneuver nipate hii do ndio pia mimi niweze kukaa. Hapo kwa gava mimi naweza sema government needs to.
Okay, we have a segment for the government.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll move into the next question. Lakini remember, the program is also live on our Facebook page at Radio Domas FM. So I'll also be taking questions that will be from our Facebook page. In the meantime, feel free. Remember, it's Voices Unchained, enhancing young voices beyond news headlines. Kwa hivyo sauti yako ni ya maana sana. Don't get out of this place before airing what you think should be tackled. Kwa sababu there are some people watching. The authorities are watching, representative wa wale leaders wako are watching. So speak out your mind. As much as you're speaking out your mind, let us remember to remain respectful and decent. Lakini no one is gagging your voice. You have an authority to speak out your voice today. So do you think that our education system has got the youth, training them to be employees? Mafunza tu lazima wakae hapo, lazima tutafute kazi ya ofisi. And what can be done differently? We have CBC about we're told it's aimed at giving the skills to the youth. But we have also technical colleges, we have universities. What do you think they should do different to change this situation?
So mimi kwa maoni yangu naweza siwezi sema institutions ndio zinafaa zifanye what to do what they change the situation. It is up to you as an individual, wewe mwenyewe umepata that skill. Unajua vijana or other Kenyans tumekuwa tunaenda shule tukimaliza tunatoka na mentality ya mimi natoka hapa ni kutafuta unategemea the white collar jobs, unaona. But mimi kitu ninaweza himiza vijana as an individual, you need to be creative and you try to come up with ideas zenye zinaweza kuemploy, you become self-employed. Yeah, that is my sentiments. Okay, kama kuna mtu mwingine. Okay, pitisha microphone hapo.
I think about the education system in Kenya, they should focus more on nurturing talents and improving skills za watu. They should not focus on at the end of the day unafunzwa ati ukitoka hapo nje uko employed. No, they nurture your talents. Like not everyone is able the same way. Kuna mwingine hashikanishi skills za class, but akitoka hapa nje he's a good footballer, musician, all those things. So they should focus more on nurturing talents.
Okay, shukran sana. Okay, microphone hapa. Pass to your neighbor, alafu itakuja huko mbele.
Okay, na support ile anasema. Unajua kiuzi hata kama yenyewe uko na knowledge yako, sometimes inabidi hata mwenyewe tena ujitume kidogo. Seti tena seti tu ni tungoje tu atoe nini, napata ujitume kidogo sometimes. Ndio mwenyewe unajua kazi zote haziwezi kuja tu kwa kila mtu mara moja. Kuna ile iko kiwango yako na kuna ile utaongezea kidogo itakupata. So ni kwa kujituma. Ndipo sasa tujipata kwa mahali ambapo panafaa. Alafu kitu kingine ndio hii. Kwa mfano unaweza kuwa umesoma uko sawa kiwango na maybe kuna kazi iko mbele yako inatarajia kazi ya maana mbele yako na una uwezo hapo, hiyo kitu governor ingesaidia tu, inafaa kuangalia hiyo kiwango ndio at least hata kama kuna na kidogo na wakawe kusaidia at least hata mangizi wako hapo juu kidogo. Ningependa kusema tu hivyo.
Okay, shukran sana. Kama kuna mtu mwingine ipitisha hapa mbele.
If for the technical institutions, first of all, they should focus more on the practical than theory part of the education that they're giving out. And then for us as individuals, once you've been taught something, let's say hairdressing, let's say, what are these courses? Tailoring and all that. Once you've been given the skill, now work on yourself to make sure that the skill is there to, like in a jeeper, you are advancing day by day. Nowadays we have so many sources of education, like YouTube and all those things. So you can just go online and advance your skills where the school left at. You can advance with the modern sites. Yeah.
Okay, shukran sana. Mtu wa mwisho. Pitisha hapo mbele.
Habari zenu. Mimi ninaitwa Rehab. So mi kenye naweza sema ni kujituma, ni support tu wenye wameongea na kuondoa peer pressure. Ukiona mwenzako wako so high, usiende commit crimes ndio uweze kufika kule juu. Usiende kujaribu ati kutafuta drugs umalize depression. No, just jitume tu. Na the moment utajituma vitu zitaingiana.
Okay, thank you so much. Najua niliona mtu alisema alijituma alafu hakuenda. Okay, thank you so much kwa maoni yako Rehab. So The last part ya this open forum that I want us to discuss ni yes, kuna changamoto nyingi sana. Watu wanapitia mambo mengi na kuna vijana pia wako na changamoto nyingi sana, lakini at the end of the day kila kijana wakati amesimama mahali ama amekaa mahali, there is something yenye iko kwa akili yako. Unaona kijana anaweza fanya hivi, wakati unatembea you see this one can be an avenue to make money. If it were you, ungekuwa in such a situation, unge advise vijana which things ndio vijana wanaweza venture in kuhakikisha kwamba that at least we tackle this unemployment opportunities, unemployment situation, which things vijana wanaweza venture into? What do you think are very marketable things that the youth can delve in with support and they can really progress well? Ni nini yenye vijana wanaweza fanya, what opportunities na nini wanaweza venture into that can really be helpful wakati unatembea pale mtaani? What can the youth do? Okay, who's going first? Pitisha microphone pale.
Saseni, naitwa Cynthia. Ile ninataka kusema ni vijana wajitume, wasikuwe na depression, na ni kama in short, wasikuwe nitaweka jinkot, wakuwa na make money and then wakuwe responsible for others na respect each other, wakisaidiana pale wawezi wanasaidia wengine wenye wajiwezi. That's all.
Okay, shukran sana. Patia jirani yako kwanza.
Habari zenyu. My name is Rahab. For me, what I can say and what is important for now, hii kenyenye tuko ni all about agribusiness. That is agriculture, then you sell it, so you become an agripreneur. Like saizi youth mahali tumefika, before uchukue hiyo diploma yako uende ofisi fulani uapply kazi, ukuwe shortlisted, uende upite bado interview ingie kazi, ni ngumu. If kwanza hauna father figure mbele, it will not make. Kama hauna connection haitafanya. So mi kile ningeambia youth wengi, through me like an example, wacheni tuguze mchanga, limeni. These things zinajilete tu. Anza na kuku wako wadogo. Do pigs. Hizi vitu ziko na demand. The marketability of these things, demand is higher than the supply. In that kwa market yetu tunajipatanga, like for me I do geese. Juzi nilikuwa naangalia exportation ya geese, hizo bata. Yani more than 40 countries zinataka good number of supplies, but hawana watu wa kusupply. Like sisi tunaongojea mahali tutavaa suti, tutavaa official, mahali uko na allowances, uende kwa ofisi ushinde ukizunguka na kiti, then jioni kuja kwa safi uingie kwa nyumba. Tuacheni kudalia masikio. Please, please, please. Tukubali kutoa makucha, tuguze mchanga.
Okay, mimi naweza support wenye ameongea. Na kitu kingine ni kitu simple kama yuzi tunashikana. Is like kwa mfano unaona kama hizi kuku za broiler hizi ni kitu nakaa for 46 days. Inapelekwa imekuwa inachinjwa wakati huo. Kama mwanjuzi mnaweza shikana tu mko kama hizi 10 hivi 5, msikane mkaunde kitu kama hiyo, mtajituma kwa hiyo shughuli na mtamake life yenu itakuwa better. Wote mjiaminie, mtapata mko sawa. Mnamtafuta place ambayo mtu anaweza waamini na mkomboe, hata kama ni room 2 tu. Mjitume tu hapa kusema tu sasa mnaanza mtu mmoja hapo, wengine mnaanza kama kupiga mjengo ama kufanya nini, mnaendelea na life. Ni hivyo tu.
Okay, shukran sana. It's Dennis, shukran sana Dennis.
Habari zenu. Kwa majina naitwa Resian. Mimi yangu ni kuadvise my youth waache kuchagua kazi. Unaita mtu kazi, naambia twende hivi, anakwambia pesa ni kidogo, hiyo siwezi fanyia. So mkiacha kuchagua kazi, I think it will be better. Asante.
Shukran sana. Mtu mwingine yeyote? Aha, tunaweza pitisha nyuma tena.
So mimi kitu yenye naweza advise my youths, let's get into these spaces, let's tuingie kwa hizi spaces za politics na pia na mambo na policy making, because huko ndio vitu zinatu affect. So ukisema ndio nimeanza agribusiness, but now the policy that imekuwa hapo ya mambo na ukulima hainifevi, unaona bado hapo nitakuwa nimeji. So mimi kitu yenye I love the engagement, I love napenda vile naona my youths hapa hivi wana deliberate on this is a very crucial and important discussion of which I believe every one of us tukitoka hapa hivi tutakuwa tumelearn 1-2. So and also let us learn to stand firm and also fight for our rights. By doing that vitu zitakuwa rahisi, kwa sababu sasa hivi unaona maisha imekuwa ngumu, unaenda kujaribu hii kitu unaona haiwezi. So it's just us to get into these spaces, we make these policies and we make sure that we participate in making these policies, na pia tuone vile tunaweza jisaidia sisi as youths. Pia ikishindikana pia tuende kwa maandamano.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, one more person from the group.
I think, and to add on that point, let me tell you, hatuwezi jingisha wote kwa politics. I think Sophie will emphasize in this. Hatuwezi sisi wote taka like kiti ya MCA. So mimi kenye ningetaka kuambia youth, mnasikianga kitu inaitwa public participation. Tukuange tunatokea tu. Ndio unaonanga vitu mingi za wamama like the funds how huwa wana benefit. Cause ikifika siku ya public participation si wadanganyi, hizo rooms wamama wanakuanga wamejaa. So points zao ndio zinakuanga like ziko mostly noted. Sisi youth tutaishi huku chini tukisema gava haifanyi kazi, but hatutokeangi kusema maoni yetu. Asante.
Okay, anasema anataka kujibu ama anataka kuongezea? Very brief.
I will be very brief.
Okay.
So just to respond to my sister here, when you talk about public participation, we've seen these things happen in most areas. I'll again use an example of the Nairobi, the finance bill. Tulitokea kwa public participation. Watu walisema walitokea kwa public participation kukataa the finance bill. Ilipita ikupita. Tuseme waliforce ikapita, si ndio? And ndio maana the reason why I'm saying we should be in these spaces, because we need representative. Vile umesema Sofia anaweza kuwa huko mbele, but akiwa peke yake haizi tutetea vile tunahitaji atutetee, si ndio? Na sisi hatujaambiwa ati juu tuko mayouth, hatujaambiwa tu tunaweza uliza kiti ya MCA. Pia sisi tunaweza enda tukue magubernatorial huko hivyo. Unaona? So public participation, hiyo mimi naweza kuassure that hata tukienda to participate, our opinion does not matter to them.
Okay, Ibra, before you hand over that phone, when is the last time you attended a public participation?
When is the last time
you attended a public participation event?
I'd say the last time I attended a public participation was during the NGCDF. Ilikuwa pale Bull.
When was that?
Hata sikumbuki.
Okay, when is the last time you even need your friends ukaambia hey majamaa twende public participation inafanyika mahali fulani?
Actually the thing is this information is not conveyed out to the public. vizuri, unaona. Inapatiwa specific people wale wenye wataenda wapitishe hiyo bill ama whatever is needed to be passed, because they know if the message is out there to the public, watu wataenda na watakataa whatever they want, because they want to favor themselves. So mimi naweza sema most public participation huwa sipati information vile inafaa.
Okay, that's something that will have to be talked about, lakini unluckily or unluckily we don't have a representative from the NCDF, lakini it's something that will really be talked about, and it's a message that we really need to emphasize about. So any other person, mtu mmoja wa mwisho?
Mimi ningeambia mayouth kuna do kwa social media. Hizi social media platforms zinahitaji content like really bad. Juu target ya social media ni ukae kwa simu yako siku mzima ukiswipe tu. So the more content they have, the better. Na najua mtaniambia si kila mtu anaweza tengeneza content, but ni sawa, mimi naambia kwa wenye wanaweza, pia ni avenue itasaidia kutoa hiyo log kwa unemployment. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Nimerudi tena. So okay, amesema story ya social media. Some people hawezi afford smartphone. Yeah, na kuna wale hawezi pia chukua ya M-Kopa. But kuna kadogo. Mtu business to mtaani mtu. Vitu kama kutengeneza sabuni, kutengeneza crepes, kupika njugu. Hizo ni kazi zenye unaweza fanya. Kuuza fruit salad. Kazi ni ndogo lakini iko na pesa. Depend, usidharau ati nitabeba kikapu sijui kwa kichwa nikizungusha ndizi. Usiangalie ati hii kazi ni kadogo. Hiyo kidogo ndio inajaza kibaba.
Okay, thank you so much, Rehab. Ladies and gentlemen, you can clap for yourselves for that session. So without further ado, we come to our panelists. We have Meshach, we have Sophia, and we have Michael Ombea. We'll start with Meshach. I don't know why your name is escaping my mind. Tutaanza na Meshach. Meshach, wakati as we've had, wakati tumekuwa tukidiscuss, one of the things that is really affecting the youth as a result of unemployment is mental health. It's something that Shofco has really been trying. I've been following you guys. It's something that you really try to tackle. How can the youth tackle this mental health situation? Two, Shofco has been providing opportunities, especially to the youth and so on. But as we've had, wajamaa wanasema wasomesoma hapa hivi, people are really learned. I don't know if they are read or learned. Is them ndio wanajua. They are really, watu wako na degree, wako na nini, wameenda such an opportunity. What do you do different to make sure that, okay, tuna provide courses, we're providing sponsorship, but how mnafanya aje to make sure that these courses after hapa it's beneficial to this youth that you are helping? So I want you to tackle the mental health. How are you tackling? Na pia mnafanya vipi to make sure that these courses are beneficial to the youth wenye they pass through you? Welcome.
Okay, thank you Mr. Makolo. As umesikia kinita, mimi naitwa Mesha Kombati, on which na represent Shofco in Kajiado chapter. Tumekuwa na discussion ambao ni mzuri sana juu unajua youth kujiongea ndio inakuanga shida. Kwa ideas ziko, lakini kufika huko nje upate ideas ama upate kitu inakubenefit kwa maisha ndio inakuanga shida. Tukuje kwa mental health. Vijana ni wengi sana, including tumesikia kuna drugs, kuna nini, hizo vitu zote zinaletwa juu ya nini? Kufikiria, si ndio? You think sasa mimi sifanyi nini, sina do, so the only thing ni kwenda kwa drugs. As Shofco kuna forum ambayo inaendelea on which tulikuwa tuna organize with ofisi tuone kama tunaweza fikia vijana Apple Polos, on which ina mental health, una kila kitu, they fully help you, madawa, kila kitu, everything you need. Na tukiongelea kwa opportunities ziko juu sahii, tukiongelea ukweli, kuna vijana wengi hawana kazi, si ndio? Wezi ngojea useme ati sasa naongojea niende kwa ofisi, hakuna ofisi. Umesikia tu watu wakisema hapa, watu watoe nini? Watoe makucha wafanye, washike mchanga. Sahii courses zenye ziko ni technical courses on which sahii mimi nikijua kutengeneza stima, kuna siku nitaikosa hata 50 kwa mfuko. Say the truth. Hiyo ni ile lowest nimeweka, si ndio? On which ukitwa kutengeneza stima ama kutengeneza pipe ya maji imeharibika mahali, utapata certain amount ambayo vijana sahii hawataki. Say the truth. There's so many talents out here zenye zinataka kuwa nurtured, but the way to venye unaweza ifanya upite tu hiyo mwanya ufike mbele hakuna. So is the high time youths tukae chini tufikirie ni nini tunafaa tufanye apart from the government. Gavasa hii kweli hakuna siku watai kuja aseme youths kutoka Polos, kuna youths wenye hawana kazi waje tuende to employ kazi. Never. So is the high time wewe mwenyewe utafute. There's so many kasi, sisi tuna sponsor youths kwa technical courses on which unakuja, hakuna kitu unalipa, it's just free. Unakuja unafunzwa course yoyote unataka, unafanya exams, then unapata your certificate on which hiyo ukiwa na certificate huku nje kwa hii Kenya hakuna mali utakosa kazi, si ndio? There's so many buildings zinajengwa on which zinataka watu, hakuna mtu. Yes, kuna opportunity lakini hiyo job iko lakini hakuna mtu wa kuifanya. Juu wengi sasa tunataka kwa si ofisi, allowances, mali utazunguka na kiti, mali upati uchafu. But let me assure you, hizi kazi zenye unaona mtu anachafuka, there is a lot of money there. That's the only thing I can tell you youths. So kwa any youths mwenye una feel like uko na step fulani ya kusonga mbele kwa technical courses, kitu yoyote inahusiana kufanya, unaweza fanya na mkono yako. Ile yenye utongoje, unajua kufanya kitu yote unafanya na mkono wako, hakuna siku utasema I'm waiting for a capital to start a business. Your capital is your effort. Ile effort utamake kutoka hapo uende hiyo kazi, that's the only capital you need. Anybody mwenye ana feel like anafaa afanye kitu kwa maisha yake, you can reach out on me or Derek or any around the any chief office. Unaweza fika useme unataka kitu fulani na fulani, nitaipata.
Okay, Derek, just maybe to emphasize on the question. There's so many up to now si ati hakuna watu wenye wako na technical skills, and hatuwezi sema some of them are not looking for those opportunities. So what is Shofco doing differently to make sure that we're not just nurturing another technically gifted but unemployed, hawana employment huku nje? What is the difference? Sababu we also have others wenye wamesoma through the technical colleges, they have these skills. What are you doing differently?
Okay, that's a very very good question. Kwa kusema after tuseme Shofco imekisha kuchukua technical courses, you have your certificate, you are done your studies, si ati wanakuachia hapo. Kwa hii technical courses kusoma is your choice, but this you have to register to be a member. After you have done that, you make your choice after you are done with your school. But if you are a member and you already have a certificate, wao wenyewe ndio wanakutafutia kazi. Kasa hii kuna hizi house levies zinaendelea za serikali. Watu ni wengi, wanataka watu wengi wa kufanya kazi huko. If you are a Shofco member, wao wenyewe ndio wataenda watafute nafasi huko on which wewe ni simu utapigiwa uende kazi. So kwa Shofco, if you are a member, hawezi kuacha nje. Na after wamekufunza kila kitu nini wanakutafutia kazi. ambao si wewe kazi yako ni uavail no one, that's all.
Okay, thank you so much for that. We can give him a round of applause. Michael, I come to you. One of the things yenye imekuwa ikijitokeza is that most of the youth hawataki kufanya this hizi kazi ngumu, tani ziite kazi ngumu. Tunataka soft life, you know. Mimi nimeamka asubuhi, nimebarizi pale hivyo, jioni nitakula vizuri, mimi nitatafuta mubaba and so on and so forth. But one of the things ambao is a reality and is a truth is that unapata the youth don't want to utilize this vitu kama land, uko pale kuna land iko idle, as in they don't want to hustle venye wamesema, hawataki kushika mchanga. So let me ask you Mike, while you are also a member of Article 43 that deals with njaa revolution and also food sovereignty, what can you say, what can you tell the youth especially about utilizing easy natural resources so as to even earn? What do you think the youth should do, especially in kufanya easy? We want to also to do organic farming and so on. What can the youth do, especially so that we can increase our base ya ku earn?
Thank you so much, Mr. Makolo. My name is Michael Ombo, as it's been said. I'm the member of Olepolo Social Justice. I'm a human rights defender and an advocate of, I'm a champion of Article 43 of the Kenyan Constitution that talks of the people of Kenya meeting their basic rights, basic and essential needs, that is health, food, education. So going back to your question, Mauliza, what can the youths do? But I've heard from the floor that my youths are Turkey, they're just waiting for the white collar jobs. Yet all you are doing with the white collar job, all your earnings will be spent on acquiring food. And if you have an opportunity, as in you have land, you have access to water, why can't you be the one producing that food? We can engage, if you have land, you can engage in food production, and that's one of the basic, a very essential part of our living, that is food. Yeah.
Just before you hand over the microphone, when you're talking about maybe things like good health, food sovereignty, things that you champion in Article 43, most of them are tied to employment. As a human rights defender that you are, one of the things we find is that youth hawataki to fight for what is theirs. As one of us was speaking, I think it's Ibrahim, they even don't go to such forums like public participation. What do you think about the youth taking up their space? Unafikiria aje about vijana kuchukua now their space and making sure that the laws that are being formulated are laws that are friendly to them? Well, Ibrahim was also speaking, alisema watu waende maandamano. But maandamano gani yenye watu wanaenda? You find that most of the youth maandamano tunaenda ni yenye imeitwa na politician. What should the youth really fight for?
Okay. With me, from an activism perspective, I will say the youth should take part, should get involved in matters policies. Because ukiona all these unemployment and all other problems you are having, they relate to policies that we have in Kenya. We have policies that are now not working for the youth. They are only working for the elite classes, that is the politicians and so on. And therefore, as youths, we should, in our activism spaces, we say we should struggle to liberate this country from punitive policies. Yeah, for example, with education, I've heard everyone complaining about the education. If you go back and reflect on our education system, there is a great gap between employment and the skilling. Juu unapata mtu ameenda, you've gone to the university or college or you've done something, but it's not applicable in the real world. Unapata kwamba you will tarmac the whole of your life looking for employment with that. And therefore, as youths, we should take up initiatives to change policies, be it education policies, employment policies, and therefore, with that I think we'll be okay. Because if we have better policies, we couldn't have been complaining right now. Yeah.
Okay, if you're given a chance right now, as a human right defender, if you're given a chance right now to meet maybe in a parliamentary session or to meet your leaders, we want you to give us 3 laws that are friendly to the youth. Which one would they be? Ukiambiwa saizi you have an opportunity to represent the youth, to give at least 3 laws that are beneficial to the youth. Zitakuwa gani na gani na gani?
Okay, reflecting on employment, I will say that if we could have a law that favors the youth in terms of employment, in that once you've done your skilling, there's a way you've gained your skills maybe from the university, college, you've gone to school, in different areas, or the diverse areas you are specializing in. Let the government help you in looking for that employment, in getting employed, so that you can actualize your dreams. In that, for example, if you go to the, like, what wamefanya medicine, the real medicine, they rarely tarmac, because there's a system for them. Unamaliza your 6 or 7 years, there's a way the system allows you to transit to the next level. Kwanza unaekwa internship, unapelekwa these and these other levels. And with that, the youth will be encouraged. Wasome kwa bidii, wakijuanga, at least I'm going to achieve something. For instance, I'll say I'm also a victim of unemployment. Mimi, for instance, I was undertaking an environmental science in the University of Nairobi, but at some point nili feel like watu wakimaliza, there is no one who can encourage. Unapanda tu wale watu walimaliza, unaona tu wana hang around, hawana employment juu. So with that, as somebody who is undertaking the same course, ukiangalia mbele, it's like there is no hope, there is no future. So if there was a good system that allows you to transit from that your education to the job, and that if the government or the leaders can work on that, or sisi kama ma youths, if you can push for that, as youths, you also have an opportunity to influence change of policies. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael. Can we clap for him? Sophia, the microphone comes to you. So far, as we know, not that policies are ziko. We have so many policies. We have so many things that are to make in place, the education system, the laws, vijana, kuna vijana wanaenda public participation, but what can we do differently this time round as a youth? As a leader, as a person who has worked with the youth, what can be done differently?
Good afternoon. Mnaendeleaje? Bado mko rada ama mume zoom out? Mume log out ama mko logged in? So thanks for coming. My name is Sophia. I'll try and touch on issues around policies zenye tayari ziko and how we can tap into them, and also zile concerns nimesikia hapa, and I'll try and tie all the issues together because I was scribbling a lot of notes as people walikuwa wanatoa maoni. Black people, sijui kama unajua kuna initiative ya gava inaitwa Studio Mashinani. It's under the Ajira Digital. Just wait, I do my nini and then you will come in. It's under the Ajira Digital program, which is under the Ministry of ICT. So the government has started and embarked on building studios countrywide. Mali ma youth wenye wako talented wanaweza take opportunity kwenda kushowcase their talents and record for free in those studios. So maybe the way, I don't know how exactly they do their operations, but maybe we can interact later, we talk about it. So far they already have 7 studios countrywide. Na the nearest yenye iko karibu na sisi iko Langata. Then kile mimi naweza taka kuambia my youth, naweza wauliza what are you known for? Ukienda pale mtaani watu wakiulizwa juu yako wanaweza sema nini? Okay, of course kukosagi wale watu watakuchomea, si ndio? Na ndio haters ni wengi, lakini those people who know you, your close circles, what is your brand? Me, when I finished university, I started off as an environmentalist. Despite the fact that sikuwa nimesomea environment, ni kitu tu nili research on my own, and that is what I have grown for the last 10 years as an environmentalist. So build your brand kama mtumiang. You might not have your platform, hata labda ukupata your privilege ya kwenda uni ama kole, but I'm sure there's a brand unaweza identify with. And even use your social media platform to build your brand. Kuna watu wako Facebook, wengine wapendi Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, nini, IG. What is the kind of content? You might even be passionate about makeup as a makeup artist. Do people know that you do good makeup? Can you get to the point where you are employed for doing good makeup? So those are some of the skills that what wanna pick. You know, every day ama every weekend there are very many weddings. You know, how can you tap into that industry? So build your brand on social media. Make sure you build your profile and build a following and have good content. You don't have to have a huge following, lakini ukikuwa na good content over time utaweza kubuild. Because I've seen people who've been trying to build their algorithm kwa YouTube, wanajaribu to grow their following. They post consistently, maybe once a week or once a month for a number of years, but eventually inaitagwa ni kama compound effect. Unajua unaweza kuona save 10 bob kila siku na inakaa ni pesa kidogo, si ndio? But after 3 years kama umesave tuseme 20 bob kila siku, how much would you have after 3 years? So hiyo inaitwa compound effect. Start small, and then with consistency it might take 2, 3, 4, 5 years, but when your social media platform itaanza kugrow, grow exponentially. It's called exponential growth. I hope you guys are taking note of the things I'm telling you. Exponential growth. So when we look at policies, Makolo, Gava has done so much, but shida yetu inakuwaga implementation. So tuanze na some of the things I know. How many know about AGPO? Access to government procurement opportunities. Walisemaga 30% of all opportunities za kupata tenders and doing business with government zinafaa kwenda kwa youth, women na people with disability. Kuregister a company, the most basic registration ni 950 on eCitizen. Ukifanya mahesabu zote, total what you need on your eCitizen to register your own company as an individual or let's say a business, to register a business name. Labda uko na idea, labda kuna places unauzaga story vitu zako, si ndio? But have you registered that business name? Are you sure it is yours? Ukienda pale eCitizen, you can register it, have your own company name, and then now you're in a position to do business with government. Of course, the more you go into registering a bigger company, the more expensive it is, but it is actually manageable if you are determined as a young person. Kitu ingine ni Ajira Digital. I think they teach 6 or 7 skills. Wanakuanga na program ya training, I think ya 1 week or 2 weeks. Unaenda mpaka unapewa mentor, mtu anakutrain. Kama uko interested, digital marketing, online writing jobs, easy opportunities ziko. How many of you know we have an ICT center imejengwa Bulbul na CDF? Okay, it has been built
they are yet to, I think they're in the process of equipping it. I think they already have employed a staff. We can find out from the CDF office in Ngong. Hapo ni mali tunaweza enda kama mayouth and Magi, you have technical ICT skills. Hapo ni mali tunaweza enda kama mayouth to build on what we love to do. I think the youth kile tuna need more than employment opportunities, we need hope. Ama mnaonaje? Hiyo ndio kitu mayouth sana sana tume lack. And hope and personal development, because sometimes unaweza sema unataka dosi, ndio? You need money to take your business forward. But do you have those basic business skills? Sasa zingine unaweza sema lakini ningekuwa na kama 20k ningenunua stock ni boost biashara yangu, and then tu siku moja upatane na 20k hivi na uja budget, utalipa zote madeni ubaki zero. So utakuwa umesaidika na nini? So do we agree that the youth, we need to do personal development to prepare for the opportunities coming? Kitu ingine, kuna kitu inaitwa Uwezo Fund, kuna Youth Enterprise Fund. But here you have to be in a group of 15, 20 or more. Hata kuna kuwaga na fund ya Women Rep Office inaitagwaje, Affirmative Action Fund, NGAF, National Government Affirmative Action Fund. But yo wanachukuanga kikundi iko like 60 people or 100. I know it might be hard to have a youth group of 50, 60 people. It's a very huge group, but mnaweza kuwa 4 youth groups of 15 each or 20 each. Mkishikanisha, then you have a solid business plan. I'm sure you can do something with that money. We can start an agribusiness project. But some youth shida yetu ni moja. We don't trust each other. Tuongee ukweli, si ndio? Okay, sawa, acha niwape story yangu. I remember in 2010 when I was in 2010 I was about 21 years old. Please don't calculate my age, sawa? In 2010 kuna msee yuko mtaani alikuja akaniambia, Sophie, hebu sign form, tuna form youth group. Mimi nikasign tu nikiwa naive. Kumbe walienda wakaregister youth group, wakaenda waka-apply Youth Enterprise Fund. Chairman wetu waka-collude na the officials, waka-withdraw pesa, na chairman wetu wakahama mtaa, hata hatujuage alienda wapi. So fast forward in 2019, when I joined another youth group, of course I was older, I was more mature, sindio? So when we were doing a business proposal, tuende tuombedoe Youth Enterprise Fund, hiyo application ikarudishwa, ikaambiwa huyu msichana anaitwa Sophia, hatutaki kuona jina yake hapo. Wakauliza kwa nini? She has been blacklisted. Kwa nini? Kuna time waliomba do na wakatoroka na hiyo do, hawajai refund hiyo pesa. Tunajua some of this like Uwezo Fund, you're supposed to refund the money. So to cut the long story short, there's a youth who ran away with our money. Kumbe mimi sikuwa najua hizo miaka zote, kumbe have been blacklisted. Now ujue, the beauty about Youth Enterprise Fund, they give even personal loans of up to 100,000. And if you want more than 100,000, they can give you, as long as you have a good business plan, you have a guarantor, and you have something yenye unaweza ekelea. Ndio ukikata ukidefault au wanauza hiyo property or whatever. Sawa? So mnaona tuko na opportunities mingi ni si hatujui. Kuna hata a government agency where you can go and register, you can copyright your idea or your business name. Unaona kama ile vile president wetu alisemanga mambo ni matatu. When he was, you remember that joke ya mambo ni matatu? Kuna mtu ashaenda na aka copyright hiyo. Hiyo ni yake, ukiitumia publicly kama hamjamuomba the rights to use it, he can sue you in a court of law. So some of this, it's called intellectual property. And in other countries in the West, intellectual property is something that is taken very seriously. Someone can sue you for using their idea or their brand if it is officially registered. Sawa. Sinaendelea kwa chanuama. Are we heading in the right direction? There are other opportunities like the Green Army under Kenya Forest Service. Kuna National Youth Service. Kuna the Public Service Commission. Ukishamaliza uni, you can actually go and register on their portal na utafute a 1-year internship under any government agency. So there are very many opportunities. It's just that hatuna platform where we can bring the youth together like a youth hub. Tukage chini. Unaona hivi venye tumekaa chini tuna discuss issues zinatuaffect kama ma youth. This is something we can be doing weekly or monthly or quarterly. We need a platform where we can be going to access internet, just sitting down and looking even for scholarship opportunities. With a degree certificate, there are countries where they can give you a scholarship, bora degree certificate yako, haijapita 5 years. So let's say, like me, I graduated in 2013. Had I known, I would have applied for a scholarship under the German government. Kama sijapitisha around 2017, 2018, I would have been eligible, ningeenda nifanye masters yangu na nirudi. So there are so many opportunities for the youth. So I don't know whether to continue or I'll have another platform to share.
I think before we continue, I'll have a question for Meshach. Then you will have time to finalize on the way forward and what the youth can do. Meshach, as you mentioned, there are opportunities that are provided for the youth. Now, this is the elephant in the room. How do you meet these people? Unafikia aje watu? Yes, there are opportunities. Umesema maybe there are 300 chances. Do you have a way that you can meet this youth directly? Ama it is just like any other opportunity that we use middlemen when you analeta their relatives and their friends? How do you reach these people?
Okay, that's a very good question. On the way, the structure we use on reaching out to these youth, we use chiefs, those public offices that like a chief anybody can access. Kuna mtu ajui ofisi ya chief huku, to say the truth. Kuna mwenye ajui? Kila mtu anajua. Those are the offices tunatumia mostly, and the village admins. So kwa mtu yote mwenye ana feel like ana feel like anafaa kind of opportunity kwa kusoma kwa hii maisha, you can reach out kwa any chief office, umpatie jina, yeye mwenyewe atajua venye atanipata.
Okay, just to cut you short, we've been using chiefs like since Kenya got independence. Tunalia, chief, do you think it can be a better idea, you as a person sasa, or as a representative, do you think it can be a better idea if maybe Shofko, hapa hivi ingekuwa na hapa Olepolo ziko na its own 5 people when they can reach so that these opportunities can be fair? So we've been using chiefs like forever. Do you think this is something that can be done differently?
Not only on chiefs, because I actually said on chiefs, because those are the easiest office that you can access. There's more people that I've been using to reach out to this my fellow youths, and the only thing they have to leave behind is just a name, your phone number and ID, on which mtu yoyote mwenye utapata ama kuambia story ukishamtumia hizo, that make you can be assured that itanifikia kwangu. And after that, my only work is just to collect those things. I send them to the office, and you get a call from there that you are ready now to go to study or to go to a particular school.
Okay, thank you so much. I think because of time, Sophie will just go through what's next or what the youth should do as you had proceeded. Take the minimum time possible. Thank you so much.
Okay. Pia tu nataka my youth to lose hope. They say we are the leaders of tomorrow, but safari ya kesho inaanza lini? Tunaanza leo, si ndio? Na kama si sasa ni sasa hivi, sawa? Focus on I can give you some tips, and you can call it advice, but basically it's something that over my years, now that sasa ndio ninaenda kufika the end of my life as a youth. I'm turning 36 in June. So I'll no longer be a youth, but I still have the tips and the mentorship that I can give you guys.
In case mna need help, advice, sisterly advice, you can always talk to me, sawa? Na pia kama ujisikii kwenda kwa chief, Meshak pia tunaweza mfanya chief wetu kama ma youth, ama aje? So, focus on technical skills, but since not everyone is into nuts and bolts, what we can do, we can also focus on creative skills. Hapa si kuna watu wanapenda poetry, art, music. Let us focus on those skills. If you have music, if you have art, if you have poetry, nani anajua kazi yako? If you do not have a platform where you can showcase them, why not showcase them on your social media? Sindio? Tukuage tukikufollow na tunashare kazi yako. Then there are some skills that, creative skills that pay off well. Videography, sawa? Photography, editing. These people, I follow people on YouTube, unapata mtu ako na 1 million followers. It may take 5 years ama 10 years to build, but YouTube will pay you for those people when they view you, sawa? So, if you want to focus on content creation, why not learn how to edit, how to make short clips, shorts, sindio? Just learn small technical digital skills that will help you to package yourself and showcase ile kitu ambayo you're passionate about. Kuna kitu ingine Hazel mention about going online and learning more about. You might not be able to go to university right now, or you might not even be interested in going to university, sindio? Lakini you can go online and learn, sinkweli? Or there's another trick. If you like, kama unaonanga mtu anajua kudesign nguo vizuri na kushona nguo na utaki kwenda tailoring school, mbona, why not approach that person and tell them to teach you to do what they do? Inaitagwa apprenticeship. Apprentice. Nakumbuka there used to be a show which made Donald Trump famous. Do you remember? Ilikuwa inaitwa The Apprentice. You can check it. People learn how to do things. You don't have to go to university anymore. Aki, I'm sorry. I know this is not very smart advice. You can go to university. Sijasema msiende, and we are not discrediting education, sawa? But why not look for someone who does what you want to do and go under them and learn to do what they do? But what you need time and you need humility. Are we humble enough to sit and learn? Are we? That one we can answer as we go along, sindio? And then another unique technical skill. There's someone I follow on YouTube. She has over 1 million followers. Do you know what she does? She anajenga nini fish tanks, eh? So you know there are people who can unapata wako na aquarium. You know aquariums? These small fish tanks that are used to decorate houses. That's what she does. She has specialized in construction of aquarium fish tanks. Of course, these are some things they are mostly done in the West, but Africa we are also catching up very quickly. Sinikweli, these are some of the unique skills. Interior design, landscaping. Unaonanga watu wanakuanga na tree nurseries kando ya barabara. They sell flowers, they sell unique house plants and all that. Don't think they are wasting their time there. They are actually making good money. So interior design, landscaping, solar panel installations or solar installations, these are some things that are making good money. Na niliona kwa ile program ya Shofco yenye Mesha kanaongea kuhusu, there's a free course ya solar panel installation, I think ya 3 months na kuna ingine ya 6 months. When we visited PC Kinyanjui, kwa hiyo course outline ya wako na some of those things. Then value addition. Okay, unajua kukiwa na agricultural products, there's value additions, ndio? Instead of just selling potatoes, someone can make money out of selling crisps at a higher price. That is why chips are expensive and they are making money, ndio? Then some of us like to drink milk. How many of us know how to make yogurt? Kwa nini Brookside are the only people making hundreds of dollars, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of shillings out of selling yogurt? Kwa nini sisi hatuwezi tap into such industries? I'm just saying things that will jog your mind, then ideas will come, and God willing, you will be able to have the courage to implement them. Finally, finally, before my third last finally, kuna kitu inaitwa civic awareness. Watu hawajui about, unajua kuna watu wanaogopa kuvote na kuregister as voters as a young people. How many of us voted last time? Yes, we are just like when wameinua mkono, we are not even 10% of the people here. Public participation is important. As the youth, we need to vote ndio tuache kutumiwa vibaya. Let us express our voice as much as it's, yeah, I know Ibra lisema our opinion does not really matter, but in a way it does. So let us do our best to vote. And then ni kweli naweza wa challenge. Wangapi wetu wanajua chief wetu ni nani? Or we can go further. Who knows who's our ward administrator Ololua? Nani anajua village administrator wao? Eish, I'm proud of you. Then you can start your own community project. Like me, when I vied for MCA in 2017-2022, it didn't work out. What I learned, the things I was able to learn on the campaign trail, ndio nafuatilia sahi. Like if I had been afraid not to put myself outside there, I would not have interacted with people enough kujua that the elderly in the community, they are very marginalized. Majority of the old people over 70-80, we have quite a number na wanapitia changamoto mingi sana. But nowadays most organizations zina focus on girl child, boy child, women, youth, but very few organizations are focusing on the mental health of the elderly. So because my background training is in counseling psychology, I'm using now my education to support the elderly through mental health support. So I started my own community-based organization. You can start your own initiative. Are you concerned about teen pregnancies? What are you concerned about? I want to encourage you, follow a lady online, and it was Suzy Wairimu Niwangong. Do you how many know that young lady? She had a story, and she has a very powerful story, and right now what she's doing, she's advocating against teen pregnancies and menstrual health advocacy. And that platform has given her even access to international opportunities. You might not have gone to big institutions, but you can have such a powerful story. Learn how to package your story. Kila mtu hapa kuna kitu tumepitia individually. Some of us are even afraid to speak about the things we have gone through. Si ni kweli? But once we have the courage to put ourselves out there and package our stories, you will be surprised how many people are willing to support your initiative once you put yourself out there. So finally, I'm finishing. See, if you forget everything nimeongea leo, kumbuka kitu moja inaitwa singular focus. Hauwezi kuwa leo unauza njugu, kesho unauza kahawa, kesho kutwa unatengeleza watu makeup, hiyo siku nyingine umeanza kuuza machiwawa mtaani. Hauwezi kuwa broker wa kila kitu. Find one thing you love to do. Pray to God. Pray. Above all, have faith. Pray to God and ask him, why did he bring you on this earth? Find your purpose. Then focus on one thing, singular focus. Kuna mtu mimi najua amesomesha watoto wake kutoka primary mpaka university na anauzaga magazeti. Si mnajua watu kama hao? Watu wanauza makaa na wanalea watoto wao vizuri. Find your niche and run with it, but focus on one thing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Can we give a round of applause to all our panelists? So ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening the question and answer session. Make sure if you're asking a question, just be straight to the point. Direct the question to the person you want to answer. Kama ni to Mesh, uliza Mesh, I want to ask you 1, 2, 3. Be straight to the point tafadhali because of time. Who goes first? Make sure you direct the question to the individual panelist. There is someone behind there.
Saseni. So my question goes to Sophia. Sophia, yaje? So we sometimes we agree to disagree, si ndio? Yeah. I'd like to disagree with you kwa kitu moja, that we are the leaders of tomorrow. We are not the leaders of tomorrow. Hii tomorrow ifikangi. So let me go straight to my question. Ume mention so many opportunities gava iko nayo kwa ma youth, si ndio? and especially kwa mambo na art na vitu kama hizo. So some of us tunaweza kuwa tunajua how we can get this information and how tunaweza pata hiyo usaidizi. And now to the youths wale wako pale nje, kama most of us wenye tumekuja hapa hivi, ni aje tunaweza jua ama ni aje tunaweza pataje information kama hizi, na ni aje tunaweza jaribu kumanuva hadi zitusaidie sisi kama mayouths?
Ama Makolo, you wanted to answer on my behalf?
No.
That's a good question, and I respect the way you disagreed with me. It's true. If we are not the leaders of tomorrow, then let us be the leaders of today. Sini kweli?
Kabisa.
So some of these opportunities, okay, like I said, the social media platform, online platform, is a very powerful platform. Follow as many online people wenye unaona wako na mwelekeo. Kitu ya pili, jua chief wako, ward admin wako, village admin wako. Huwa wanapata a lot of information from the government, but sisi hatuwatembelei, hatuendi kujiintroduce, hata hatujui DCC wetu ni nani. Hatujaienda huko Kajiado North Sub County Headquarters. Wangapi wameishi kana youth group wamesema leo tumeenda kutembelea mbunge wao? We don't. And then I've also volunteered myself. Any information, let's keep in touch. Mtu akijituma, we'll be able to trickle down the information to them. Once I get the information, or you might even be able to get information before me, you ask me, then we trickle down the information to our fellow youth. But we need proper communication platforms for the youth. Be they WhatsApp groups, I don't know, niliambiwa ati Facebook ni ya watu wanaitwa ma-TBT. Watu wamezeeka. So we can be using this our social media platform to trickle down information to our fellow youth. Cause wewe uko na mabesto wako kwa watano, Mesha amekuja hapa na watu wake watano, kila mtu hapa ako na jeshi yake. So we can, communication is key. Because if we do not communicate, we are not able to proceed and advance in life. Tupenda kukaa na watu na kujua kuongea na watu.
It is better nikisikia pahali labda inaenda vile sioni ni ukweli niongee. Katambui imetuambia kuna job na nimekataa. Au vijana waambie wajitume, waambie hata kama ni merry-go-round ya shilingi 5 lakini usiwaambie gava wako na job. Hao vijana wamegrow huku, hapa hakuna mtu mgeni, si ni kweli? Hakuna mtu mgeni, hii serikali ilikuwa hata walikuta na bado wengine wamemaliza shule wengi nikiwaona hapa na hakuna job wamepata. Huyu kijana ameenda youth, amemaliza ako na certificate, amekuja course nyingine huko Gong, hiyo college anasema unajua naongea ile watoto mimi najua na hakuna job amepata. In fact, hata kuna wakati alikuwa nyumbani akaenda kwa Radio Domas kukua DJ huko. Kwa hivyo naongea ile kitu hakuna. Vijana wetu sijakataa, ule ni mtoto yangu, ni mwanasiasa, ni mwana wa kila kitu na vijana, lakini mimi kwa job. Vile huyu msichana aliongea mambo ya kuweka mikono kwa magoro gonia. Mfanye hivyo. Mrs. Kata, mtoto wa Katavoi sijakataa mheshimiwa, lakini sema ambia vijana ukweli, no job. Wajitafutie riziki yao na kuweka mkono chini. Asanteni.
It was more of ni kuliko ni, so I don't know if you are responding to that or later on. Okay, any other person? Pia kuna Mike and we have Meshak. Kwani you guys don't want to ask questions about Shofco? And Mike is a human right. Ametuambia we should concentrate on food sovereignty. You don't want to ask those questions. Any other person? Ama watu mmeanza kufikiria kama mmefunga macho. Thank you.
Habari zenu? Okay, my question goes to Meshak. How do people get access to Shofco?
Okay, that's a very good question. As I said before, there's a lot of ways on reaching Shofco. You can use your village admin on Olpolos, on anaitwa Tabita, or you go to any chief office. Ama unaweza nipata mimi ama my colleague anaitwa Derek, anaweza simama muone. Derek? Yeah. Ukipata anybody mwenye nimewaambia kati yao utapata Shofco. Okay, unajua tumekuwa tukisema Shofco. Meaning ya Shofco ni shining hope for the community. We rise those people who kutoka chini kabisa. Nakumbuka ile siku serikali nasema bottom up. So we are the bottom up.
Okay, your fellow panelists has a question on behalf of the audience. I don't know who is representing.
Yes, thank you so much. I would like to ask my fellow panelist, Mr. Meshak, representing Shofco. Namuuliza, what's the criteria of benefiting from those the opportunities he's talking about? You, for instance, sometimes last year, we had guys from Olepolo Social Justice Center who filled the forms for the opportunities, and I don't think they have ever been reached up to this moment. What's the criteria? Ama, how long does it take for someone to get the benefits? Ama, aitwe for these chances?
The only thing I can say is just, it is one on which, if you are already a member and you are a youth, because Shofco, there's steps on which we go from youth to adult. Kama ni youth ambaye alikuwa shakuwa member, there's a training called employability on which it's supposed to start this month, and itakuwa hapa Ololua market. Hiyo ndio the first beneficiary kwa any youths. You have to go through that employability for 5 days, and then you wait to be called to go to either, there's institutions, hizi kwa hapa Ngong ama Kibiko, one of them ndio mnaongojea muitwe mwende kusoma huko.
Okay, thank you so much. 2 more questions to the panelists. A comment from what the panelists had to say. We have a hand here.
Mimi ningependa kucomment on what Sophia said about Studio Mashinani. Hiyo ni one of the projects that has the worst implementation I've ever seen. You call the producer, kitu ya kwanza anaulizia ni chai. Studio ni free, yes, but anataka utoboke ndo akubook session. Then ukingangana akubook session, utarecord and you'll wait. Kama beveni nilirecord 3 songs there, but ni kitambo sana. I think ni almost an year sijaizipata. So yeah, mimi ningependa tu kusema hiyo Studio Mashinani could be better if wanaweza fanya ikuwa a bit fast, then pia wa check on quality na vitu kaa hizo.
Okay, I think Sophia will not have to answer that. He was just giving his feedback. Any other question, or you can have a comment from the audience from what the panelists had to say? Any other question? Okay, thank you so much. I'd like our panelists to have their final and closing remarks. Please, you have 1 minute 30 seconds each So please, the producers akipitisha 1 minute 30 seconds, please zima the microphone. Thank you.
Hello, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Now, my parting shot, I will say that the youths, let's work on our self-actualization. As in, when we have self-actualization, we'll do things with passion and interest. And with that, imambo ya employment, ukienda shule, you'll be going to do what you like and what you have passion with, so that you can seek any avenue for employment. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much.
Sawa, hata mimi nitakuwa brief, nisikanyagiwe waya hapo hivyo. Na okay, I'd like to respond to what Madhea said. Yeah, I like perspective yako. You're a realist. Unapenda kitu ukweli sema vile uko. But did I come here niliongea about jobs? Did I come here to tell you about employment and jobs? Kile nimeongelea sana ni mambo ya kujijenga, personal development, packaging yourself well so that when an opportunity arises, you are able to take up the opportunity. It's true, the rate of unemployment in Kenya is high. They say 35%, but I feel it's more than even 50 or 60%, yeah? But my bahati yangu ni tofauti na yako. You never know at what point you might get your luck. But luck is when opportunity meets preparation. That is when unasemanga uko na bahati. Hawezi amka tu siku moja umepatana na, let's say, the CS environment na anataka papers zako, hauna papers, labda hata una hiyo skill. Utaandikwa kazi kweli? So tukisema tunataka bahati, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So if you're not prepared and an opportunity may come up anytime, will you be lucky? No. So don't give up hope. Keep praying and trusting in God. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Mimi naweza sema ni nashukuru kwanza kwa kukuja kwa session kama hii. First, kitu naweza ongelea. We have said we have a poor communication on which hatuwezi patana kama si youths. Ningehaji nyinyi mnaona aje tutengeneze kitu kama WhatsApp group on which itakuwa all policy na itakuwa easier kucommunicate huko nje, si ndio? Na ningependa, if you say that we are gonna have this forum for a regular basis, itatusaidia kama si vijana. Si tumejua ukweli iseme, there is no jobs in Kenya. You create jobs on your own. Tujaribu. Kitu mtu uko perfect, you do it your fullest. Asanteni.
Okay, thank you so much for each and every one of us who has been here today. That was the 12th episode of Voices Unchained, straight from Ole Polos. So I'll really like to appreciate each and every one of you who has been here today. It is Voices Unchained, enhancing young voices beyond news headlines. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and for that we can each and everyone give ourselves a round of applause. It has been really impactful for this episode. Thank you so much, Ole Polos Youth, for making it here. That will be put into consideration. I'll give that to Tracy as she comes to give her comments about today's event. So thank you so much. We'll have a group photo and also she'll direct us on how we'll do it.
We have really taken a lot from you people, and basically what Voices Unchained does is like provides a platform for youths to speak on issues of governance, to create a platform for dialogue, and also what we do, we just want to empower you and for you to see yourselves beyond what society provides for you. So thank you for being here and thank you for honoring our visit.